Sabha and my colleague in Rajya Sabha, Shri Babuji, the MLA, the very popular MLA, Shri Shekhar Sansarji, the convener of medical cell, and my friend and Rajya Sabha member, Shri Zafar Islam, respected members of the dais and the leaders of the health sector, representing the health sectors in various disciplines, and dear friends. It is indeed a matter of great opportunity for me to be here this evening and to interact with you on various issues. But I was looking at the watch and I could see that it is 15 past 10. I do not understand how much comfortable you will be at this point of time to hear me and how much patience you can have. But in short, something I would like to share with you. First of all, you have to understand that health is a subject which needs to be viewed not superficially, but in depth. And the more you go, the more you understand, the more how less you know. As the doctors say about the human body, that the more you try to understand the human body, you understand how less you know about the human body. The same is the case with the health. First of all, at the very outset, I would like to thank all of you for doing a wonderful job during the pandemic as corona warriors. And this expression which I am saying is not just because I am standing in front of the doctors or the medical fraternity. The world has understood that professionalism along with dedication, it has been shown on the Indian soil by the Indian doctors. World over it has been appreciated. So I applaud, I really give you my sincere thanks. And it is not only in words, I can understand the sentiments. While the world was very much threatened with the pandemic, and close relatives were also not coming before the patient, coming near the patient. It was your primary responsibility to take care of them. And for every day attending the patients and then going back home, I can understand the trauma through which you must have gone through. But the corona warriors have done a tremendous job. I must congratulate all of you at this point of time for the good work done by all of you. Friends, when I talk about medical development or medical issues which has come up, I think that we should understand the strength of India and how we have been working and what difference it has made at this point of time when Prime Minister Modi is at the helm of the place. Take the example of corona. We all know that when the Western world, which has the best medical facilities, which has the best infrastructure, they found themselves to be helpless. They found themselves to be in a situation where the health system was collapsed and they were not able to give the needed, desired issue to be addressed by the pandemic at that point of time. But Prime Minister Modi's bold and timely decision of lockdown and preparing the country to fight it out at that point of time. He said, "Jaan hai to jahan hai." And when we were able to see that we can save the lives, then he said, जान है, जान भी है और जहान भी है. But if you talk about America, till the end they were not able to decide whether economy is important or life or human lives are important. The whole Western world, they could not decide. There were strikes whether the one should wear a mask or not, whether they should be vaccinated or not. This has been the situation. But under the leadership of Modi, he led not a small country, but a country like India, 1.3 billion people, and he could save the lives of 1.3 billion people and led the country from the front this year to understand. Now think about vaccination also. I would like to share with you. I have been a health minister. I have the proud privilege that I am one of the person who has been a state health minister also and the minister of state health in the union government also. Whenever there was any disease, India took 20 to 30 years to get a medicine or a vaccination. It took 20 to 30 years. When the whole world eradicated that disease, then it was as if a donation to India that now you also take care of yourself. This was the situation of India. And I am quoting facts. Chickenpox vaccine that came in USA in 1995 and it came in India that too through private practitioners in 2005. If I talk about tuberculosis, the BCG vaccine that came in 1921 and it reached India in 1948 and it became the universal immunization program in 1978. Start from 1921 and we got the vaccination in 1978. This is the situation. If I talk about polio, trial polio, it was invented in 1995. The trial of polio in 1995 in USA and in India 1955. Sorry, in 1955, and it was included in Universal Immunization Program in 1985. If I talk about hepatitis B vaccine, it was discovered in 1965 and it was introduced in 2002 and 3 when Atal was the Prime Minister. If I talk about Japanese encephalitis, the vaccine came in 1930 in Japan and it was brought in India in 2006 when Yogi Adityanath as a member of parliament raised the issue about Gorakhpur Japanese encephalitis, then it came. If I talk about tetanus vaccine, it came in 1940 and it came in India in 1978 in Universal Immunization Program. Measles, it came in 1963 in the USA and it was introduced in India in 1985. This has been the condition of India. But when pandemic came, it was Prime Minister Modi. The first case came in 26 January 2020 and on 16th of April 2020, Modi formulated a task force and he decided that India will produce a vaccine and within a short span of 9 months, not only one vaccine, 2 vaccines were given in the country. हमसे कोई पूछता है देश बदल रहा है क्या, मैंने कहा आंख होनी चाहिए देखने के लिए. I have given you with examples how India has behaved towards diseases. I have named the vaccines, I have named the diseases also. India waited for 30 long years, 40 long years, and India did not get the vaccine. And today we are proud to say that 114 crore vaccinations have been done, and Goa has also done first. Those 100% vaccination has been done. And that is why we are all without masks. This is the situation, this is the change which is taking place. 118 crores. We have crossed 118 crores now. And India is in a position not only to give vaccine in India, but India is in a position to give vaccine to different nations. This is the capacity we have. Friends, all this I want to share with you because we understand that how the policy makers, if the right type of leaders are there, how the policy changes and how the situation changes. I'm told that in Goa, 22 lakh vaccinations have taken place. More than 12 lakh first dose has taken place and more than 10 lakh second dose has taken place. And this 100% vaccinated situation has come up. I would also like to share with you about the health policy. In 2017, I was the health minister when I initiated the health policy. After 15 long years, the health policy came into place. And now the fruits, you see, I've been a health minister for a long time. I always used to feel envy with my PWD minister. Because what happened in PWD ministry, उसको कहते थे सड़क बना दो, सड़क बनाना है, तो कल बुलडोजर लेके लग जाता था. And everybody could see कि बुलडोजर is there, road is being constructed. अगर हमको आप बोलो, तो हम 6 महीने के बच्चे को वैक्सीन लगाते हैं, 9 से 12 वैक्सीन पहुंचा देते हैं. फर्क तो पता चलेगा जब वो 12 साल का होगा, 12 years का होगा, how much change has taken place. So I always used to feel envy. In my area, I can't show the results within 2 days. I can't show the results. But the policies take their own time, but if it is right policy, it gives it their fruits and it brings change that we have to understand. What change it was brought? For the first time that now we have a health policy which is preventive, which is comprehensive, which is promotive. पहले क्या था कि treat the sick, treat the disease. Now what is there? See to it that how you can refrain from becoming a man, a diseased man. So preventive, promotive, curative, palliative, rehabilitative, all comprehensively taken care. And for that, 1,50,000 sub-centers have been converted into wellness centers. 75,000 have been converted into wellness centers. And what you have to do, what we are going to do, blood test, diabetes, all tests are to take place, even dental, mental health care, all are to be taken care at the sub-center level so that we are able to track the disease at a very young age, at the age of 30. We should understand that he is prone to diabetes. He is type 1 diabetes. He is type 2 diabetes. He will become a diabetic patient. He is hypertensive. He has got some dental problem. He has got some mental inclinations which have to be taken care. So all that has been taken care by the preventive health care mission and also with this scheme. But what I feel proud of it, today my dental people have come and they had some issues, local issues related to it. Honorable Chief Minister has assured that he will take care. I can understand there are unionism, there are unions, and there are things are there. And during elections, these unions become more activated. I can understand. I can understand. I'm a student of politics. So I'm a student of politics. I understand. But I would like to say that in allopathy also, there was a differential treatment. It was in this government that we took note of it and every discipline was mainstreamed. Not only that, I have the proud privilege to say that the All India Institute of Medical Sciences under the direct leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we started under the guidance of Prime Minister Modi ji, that was Center for Integrated Medicine. You go to All India Institute of Ayurveda, you get yourself CT scan, you get yourself ultrasound. The disease is detected allopathically, but the disease is cured Ayurvedic. So this integration is taking place. Each All India Institute of Medical Sciences has got now one Ayush building. What it is? We started in this 2017 policy, cross-reference and co-sharing of the campus. In one campus we will find Ayurveda, in one campus we will find homeopathy, In one campus we will find Unani, in one campus we will find Siddha. And it would be cross-refer. And I can say, I always ask doctors, I say, certainly you can treat cancer, you have a therapy called as chemotherapy. But you don't have the system which can take care of the immunity levels which is going down. But Ayurveda can take care of the immunity levels. So it is an integrated medicine. We have been working for years together in silos, saying this is good, this is bad, इसको हम जानते नहीं, इसको हम पहचानते नहीं. अरे आप नहीं पहचानते तो दुनिया तो पहचानती है. और उसको ठीक से रखना हमारा काम है. तो हम लोगों ने इस बात की कोशिश की है कि उसको हम उसी तरीके से आगे बढ़ाने का काम करें. If I talk about Ayushman Bharat, you see, in America, what is the election agenda? Health insurance, health coverage, universal health coverage. This is an agenda. You talk about Europe, any small or big country, the agenda is health coverage. You talk about any country, developing country or developed country, the issue is health coverage. It's an election issue. But do we realize that Prime Minister Modi has brought change in India? 10 crore 74 lakh families, 55 crore people, that means 40% of Indian population, and that too who is very poor, they have been given a health coverage of 5 lakh rupees per year. Situations have changed. More than 2.5 crore people have taken the benefit of it. Situations have changed. Otherwise, for a poor man, a disease like cancer, you would have, if anyone gets cancer in a poor family, the whole property was sold. They were not sure whether they will be able to give them treatment or not. But now 5 lakh rupees health coverage has been given by private. This is the change, this is the empowerment which has been done. The same way, the ordinance for medical sciences now here in Goa, we have given super specialty block to the tune of 250 crores. 7 super specialty blocks, 7 specialties are coming up. We are trying to see that the people do not go to any other, to Mumbai or other places. They should get the best treatment here, and that is facilities are being created. The same way, we are also thinking of coming up with medical institutions, other institutions. So, I can assure you that as far as now the health budget at one point of time was only 20,000 crores. And during Congress regime, it was a very unique thing. They used to give 40,000 crore budget, and then there was a budget slash at the middle of the year, and it was reduced to 20 crore. Now the health budget is more than 2 lakh crores per year. This is the change. Prime Minister Care Fund has taken care of the 7 PSA plants here, oxygen plants here in Goa. Health infrastructure is being created accordingly. And we are also trying to see to it that, you see, this vaccination program is the world's largest and the world's fastest vaccination program. And what you people used to say, हमको वैक्सीन दे दो, हमको दे दो. जब हमने कहा ले लो तुम, तो कहा हम दे नहीं सकते, अब तुम दो और मुफ्त में दो. मोदी जी ने जून 21 को मुफ्त में देने का तय किया, और इतने छोटे स्पैन में, in such a small time, more than 100 crore vaccination took place, and today it's 118 crore vaccination has taken place. So friends, I can only assure you that as far as the health sector is concerned, or the other issues are concerned, you talk about Jan Dhan Yojana. When he talked from the ramparts of Lal Killa, Prime Minister Modi, the opposition made a mockery of it. क्या है account खोल करके क्या फायदा होगा? 20 crore women were given 500 rupees for 3 months during the lockdown period. It was DBT. 20 crore women, 500 rupees were dispersed to them, and this was women empowerment which Prime Minister Modi gave. It was no postman, no post office, nobody in between. Straight from the Central Finance Ministry, the money reached the 20 crore women that we have to understand. This is Jan Dhan Yojana, which we have to understand. If I talk about Ujjwala Yojana, more than 8 crore people women have been given gas connections. Now gas connection, because you are in a very urban area, you might not be able to understand the importance, the empowerment level which has taken place because of Ujjwala Yojana. In villages, women used to get up at 4 o'clock, go to the woods, cut woods, and then they used to cook the food. And then they used to give to the families. Today, it's only one lighter you need to light the gas connection to the gas, and you will get you can cook the food within minutes. This is the change which has taken place. If I talk about electricity, 18,000 villages did not have electricity when we took over. The Prime Minister Modi became the Prime Minister, and today it is 10% electricity has been provided. More than 20 crore households have been given electricity. These changes have taken place. If I talk about the development and other things, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana, 80 crore people have been given. You see, in the last pandemic which took place 100 years before, people died less because of disease and they died more because of hunger. But Modi ji provided 80 crore people with food, with ration, and we could see that nobody should sleep in hunger and nobody should starve. This is the change. And today the cabinet has taken decision that Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana is extended till March 2022. That is this is the change. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, 10 installments have been given. More than 1,63,000 crores have been dispersed in 10 installments to 11 crore farmers in the country. This is the difference which has taken place. So I can only say that yes, I am visiting Goa. I visited Goa many times. I have seen Goa. I have been coming to Goa right from my childhood. I have been seeing. I don't remember the names of the rivers, but I have seen for a long time. गाड़ी स्टीमर पर या स्टीमर से निकल करके फिर बाहर और इधर से उधर जाना हो, there was nothing. Now I find overbridge, underbridge, overbridge, underbridge. So much change has taken place. Infrastructure, what difference it's making. Now my colleagues also say 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes will be there. Now, could we think this say 10 years back? What was the situation? Isko paar karo, usko paar karo. So there is a change which has taken place, and we should appreciate that change. And of course, you see, in a living society, there is always a demand, and that demand is the sign of a healthy society. But at the same time, we should also understand who is there to fulfill that demand, and who is there to do politics of that demand. That change, that difference we have to understand. And I can assure you, as the president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Bharatiya Janata Party takes because we are there for Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. So we will be working for it. That is what I can say. We have given me a patient hearing and told that the dinner is waiting for you. I do not want to make you more wait. Thank you very much for being here.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं मानक गुप्ता। अगर आपको हमारा ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इसे लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें, और हां, हमें सब्सक्राइब और फॉलो करना ना भूलें ताकि आप देश और दुनिया की कोई खबर मिस ना करें। तो जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ और देखते रहिए न्यूज़ 24।